Today is reveal day for the March Madness Maxi. Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Sharon Sews. As a reminder, Carmen and Jen and I all sewed a vintage maxi dress using the very same fabric. It's this fabric, but in a blue colorway. Each chose a different pattern, and we have not shared with one another what we did yet. Are you ready to see what I sewed? The pattern I chose is McCall's Make It Tonight 7127, and this is from 1980. Remember, our criteria was to choose a vintage pattern that was anything before the year 2000. So this is from 1980, and it really is a Make It Tonight pattern. I did make a couple of modifications. I had 4 yards of fabric from Hawaii Fabric Mart, and I used almost every inch. I've got about a piece this big left. It's pretty tiny. Let me tell you what modifications I made to the pattern. On my Pinterest board, I pinned my inspiration photo. It was a multicolored, multi-tiered dress, very similar to the shape of this one. So the first thing I did is the pattern piece, this piece only came to here. I lengthened it about, 6 inches, just kind of eyeballed it. I like the longer look. I also made this casing wider so I could use 3/8 7-inch elastic instead of 1/4 inch elastic. As many of you know, especially if you've been sewing masks lately, 1/4 inch elastic is very difficult to find at the moment. So I used 3/8 inch elastic in here instead of 1/4 inch as called for. I also eliminated the elastic waist. The pattern calls for you to take purchased bias tape and create an elasticized waistline with a 1/4 inch elastic. Again, a 1/4 inch elastic is kind of difficult to find at the moment, so I did not add that to the waistline. I'm simply going to belt it. And I will tell you, I do like it with the belt more so than the self fabric tie. The other modification that I made was to add 2 tiered ruffles to the bottom. To do that was really easy. I just took the pattern piece, I cut it off at the length and shorten mark, and then I cut it off again at the hemline for the shorter view of this pattern. So my first tier is about this big. What I did is I just did 2 widths of fabrics. That would have been, this was about 6 inches wide, so 120 inches. Ooh, you're making me do math on the spot here. So about 120 inches, gathered it up, sewed it to the bottom of the skirt, and then I took that last piece, which was from the length and shorten line to the hemline, and I cut 3 widths of fabric. I'm not going to do the math on that. You can figure it out yourself. And I gathered it up, sewed it to the bottom of that bottom tier, and I've got a cute little ruffle, and I love it. I love the way it flows when I walk. You can see that. Overall, I'm really happy with the pattern. I got to tell you, it took me a while to get started on this challenge because I just could not decide which pattern I was going to use. I went between 3 different patterns, and I finally landed on this one, thinking that it would be perfect for a trip over to Florida to see a family member, but that is on hold at the moment. I do think I'm going to sew this one again. I'm really enjoying it. It's very comfortable. I feel pretty. I feel like I should sing. Patterns has just come out with a maxi dress that's very similar to the one that I just sewed. It is McCall's 8087, also called the Aurora. I will link below to what Carmen did and to what Jen did. I cannot wait to see what dresses they chose. And you can see how the same fabric can look so different on different body types with different patterns. I hope I've inspired you to sew your own maxi using a vintage sewing pattern. Until next time, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and happy sewing.